I think one of the very biggest problems that the Republicans have right now is that they've been able to ride high off of the fact that Trump is his own PR machine. Like his existence and the things he says is just constantly in the press. So he's had all this free money because the press is always covering him because he's so ridiculous, right? But now if they could control him, I really think they would have him stepping away. I think they would be taking the phone away from him because the things he's saying are really causing them problems. So the thing that they were using to win before is now derailing them. Just even the IQ test thing, like he literally advertised that he had to take a cognitive test and acting like, I want to challenge other people to that, see if they can say tiger. Like, that's really hard to deny. And that's not something go, oh, he was trolling. That was not a troll. That was someone that just wants to say what he wants to say, and he doesn't want any guardrails, and he doesn't feel like he should have to have them, but he also wants to do it on camera. And that is such a huge problem for them. Like him screaming about the filibuster right now, instead of just having conversations behind closed doors, like he makes it look like they are up against him. They're scared of midterms. They don't want to mess with any of that right now. And the more he talks, the more they are going to back away from him because he is becoming a huge liability. Because people are like, well, his handlers aren't, Trump doesn't have handlers. They would never let him post the things that he posts. But if they try and handle him, he will tell people. The second he gets near a camera, he's going to say, they're taking my phone. They're doing this. Because when you get dementia, like you start to get really paranoid, and malignant narcissists are already paranoid. So this is just going to be like a double dose. Like just getting them to take a cognitive test at that age when they are starting to lose it, they get very aggressive and angry, and they get embarrassed, and they don't want to do things like that. Like he said, I decided to take that test, which to me means they had to find a way to tell him it was a good thing to take, that they wanted to show his genius. And so he's like, oh, well, then I want to do that. Tiger, lion, right? So he could go out and brag about it. They're trying to convince him to do these things. But I don't think there's any world where they can start taking the phone away from him or get him away from those cameras, because that's how he got there. And if they try and take that away from him, and having dementia, and really he can't run for 2028. He can say that all he wants, but it's just all going to flip around, and I just think he's going to get more confused. But there is just no way to keep him from those cameras or off of his phone because he'll tell. So they are now in such a trap. And I think this is why they've tried to move as fast as they have. I think they probably saw the signs of that, or just his health in general. They had to move fast. But him going on 60 Minutes last night was just a huge mistake. And now we're also seeing the actual script. Like a lot of it was cut out because he started getting angry. And they cut that out, but it was in the printout of what was said. And also, I don't even know who I pardon. I don't know who they are. But yet he's saying to arrest Biden because of the auto pen. Like, he's really hurting himself. And I really think from here on out, and as those midterms get closer, you were going to see people start to go more towards Tucker or Marjorie Taylor Greene. People, I think they're trying to make their own little group where it's like they agree with a lot of things, but also they're Christians, and they have to be kind and make sure people get food and healthcare, which is fine, whatever it takes. But that's why I think you see this group shifting away from him and starting to call things out, because they know he's a problem. Even the Epstein file thing, eventually when that gets released, they're fucked. So it's only going to get worse from here on out. So I know you get frustrated. I know he's annoying as shit. But every time he gets on there, he's stabbing his own self in the back.